Hello and welcome back to the channel. So, I wanted to do a follow up from my live last night, and I got a comment from someone who I adore, Brown Bunny. Shout out to you. And it was something that I kind of knew, like I kind of felt that some people might take it that way, unfortunately. But in my defense, and again, I'm speaking in terms of like, think of like a lawyer, like how a lawyer could look through the facts of something without necessarily endorsing someone. And that was kind of my take. Now, originally, I was only going to bring up the recent drama, like the EU stuff. But no, I didn't do that because it would be redundant. And I did a video on pattern recognition in regards to Liz the Wizard, but I don't give you guys advice that I don't take myself. And pattern recognition is one of the things that I'm really good at. And when it comes to the women who maybe were here before the term, exotical really got popular, or the women that came in a little bit after who wanted to in on the trend that ended up leaving the space, they all kind of have a similar story. And I wanted to put those pieces together. I wanted to show the pattern of, I feel like outside of Chrissy, because she's not a part of the exotical space and never was, that was the only person who I could see someone going, okay, why are you defending this person? Which I don't think I was doing that. I called her a weirdo for the stuff that she did, and I gave her props for the stuff that she did that we all benefit from, like low-key building this space. So, yeah, I'm going to be honest. Just because I'm not like Regina George, y'all. I don't do the hell you can't sit with us. I'm not going to be fake and flip-flop. That's not what I do, you know? But and again, I put this in my comments. Being a grifter is being an extremist and jumping from one boat to the next to whatever is convenient. I don't do that. I didn't do it with Chrissy then. A year ago, when all that stuff went down, I wasn't even really being nasty to her then. Why would I do it now? So, outside of her, I can't really think of anyone telling me that I'm supporting people who have, you know, not been kind to this space. Because everyone else that I mentioned was a part of this space. Some of them way before me. And then, when drama and shit hits the fan, we're stuck in these patterns and these cycles because most women are saying the same thing. And that's just something that I wanted to speak on. I can't give anyone else's perspective but my own. So that's all I was really able to do. I can't really tell you guys what happened between other people. That's why I just wanted to open up that door so that it can be done. And I really respect Brown Bunny for commenting that because a fake person would have saw that and played a game of telephone and start talking shit to other people. But you coming to me and letting me know, hey, I kind of don't like that. That's a little wishy-washy. Thank you. Like, I really respect that. And that's, I was kind of trying to avoid that. But at the end of the day, I can't force people what they want to perceive when they look at me. All I can do is give you all the, information I have, put myself out there, and let you guys do the rest. You guys are really smart. So that's really all I can do, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm not going to start shit, but I'm also not going to sweep anything under the rug. We're going to be honest here. We're all adults. We can handle this. So, yeah. And I also really respect Exoticals United for tagging Blunt Girly and getting a response herself instead of allowing people to convince her of something she's never seen, that I've never seen. So I can hold her accountable and still know when someone is ganging up on her. I'm a real bitch. That's what being a girl's girl is. Being a girl's girl doesn't mean you enable bad behavior from another woman. It means you have her back when people are being unjust towards her. Even if, maybe she didn't do the same for you. I don't know. Maybe that's too much. Maybe I'm giving people too much grace. I don't know. But this is who I am. And I've never pretended to be anything else. If you watch my first 2-3 videos, I've always said that I wanted to be a bridge between, women that feel like they don't have anything in common when they do. So, yeah, this is just a follow-up on that. And I stand by everything I said. I didn't lie about anything. And the fact that the people that were in my comment section during my live, the fact that they even kept up with what I was talking about means that I'm not pulling this shit out of thin air. Everyone else sees it too. I'm just the only person bold enough to call it out. So, and I really appreciate when people do that. You're allowed to have a different opinion with me on my channel. Just because you don't agree with me doesn't mean I'm going to delete your comment, block you, and stop supporting you. That's not going to happen. You're still going to see me in your comments. I'm still going to be rooting you on. Girl, we are good. It is not that deep. It's never that deep. If we're talking about talking points, it's never that deep. It's only when you make it about the person when it becomes deep, and people have to be like, no, wait, hold on. And that's why I did my live, because shit was getting too personal, you know? And the last time something like this happened, people started getting doxxed. People started leaving the exotical space. That really sucked. Kind of trying to avoid that here by just being open and honest. But yeah, maybe it was the wrong call, being so blunt and honest and, just putting it all out there. So yeah, I kind of don't regret it, because I know it's probably going to work in my favor in the future when this stuff inevitably comes back around. I can at least have it documented, my perspective, my experience. And that's really all I wish for. That hopefully when this stuff blows over, everyone who was, a part of this live or seen the video, they at least have the information that they need to make their own decisions and to see things from their own perspective. I'm not here to tell you what to believe, who to support, who not to support. No. And no one's going to tell me that. No one's going to tell me who I can and can't support. So, yeah, I hope that makes sense. I love you guys very much. Thank you for taking the time to even have this conversation, because I know it's probably not easy. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Have a beautiful day. Oh, and one more thing I want to say. When it comes to the women that were in the exotical space that are either gone from it, or maybe they were in the exotical space but they never had exotical in their name, this is why. Because y'all don't be letting people have opinions. People are allowed to have contradicting opinions. Don't do too much. That doesn't make any sense. But two things can be true at once. In real life, that happens. So to tell someone that they can't have an opinion just because it doesn't fit in your little box, I would never do that to anyone. That's the opposite of what I stand for. So I do believe that a friend to all is a friend to none. But this isn't about being friends. I don't even really know none of y'all. I only spoke to one person outside of, comments in real life, and that's you. And even me and her aren't super close. So I'm not saying I don't adore you guys. I do. I see you as like colleagues and, like-minded individuals who are just as passionate about these topics as me. And that means a lot to me, almost kind of more than friendship nowadays. So I'm not saying this is invaluable, but this isn't about me picking sides and me being friends with certain people. And since we're giving quotes, I believe that a house that stands against itself will fall, and we're all a part of the exotical sphere. But are we standing with each other, or are we standing against one another? So, yeah, thank you. Oh, and lastly, and I promise I'm almost done, you guys, if I didn't mention it on the live, if it didn't come out of my mouth, then I'm not aware of it. And that live, the reason why I even brought up all that old stuff wasn't just to be messy. It was to point out patterns that it's just been happening. Every few months, the same thing happens to someone else in the exotical space, and you don't want me to mention it? Like, no, I'm going to call it out. And if I didn't mention something, it's because I'm not aware of it. I presented you guys all the facts and information that I have. So if you know something that I don't, and you're assuming that I'm withholding that information, put it in the comments, because I'm not a mind reader. I don't know everything. And I was even saying with Unapologetic Exotical, I had endorsed her before I even knew she had a problem with other people. I don't know everything. Y'all rarely see me in people's comments. If I'm in your comment section, it's because I watch you religiously. Like, I don't even be commenting on EU stuff like that. I really don't comment and stuff. So I don't know what people be posting in their, like on their posts and stuff, on their pages. So when I get a whiff of something, I sit with it. I do my own research. And when I feel like it's right to speak up, then I go ahead and say something, But if I didn't speak on it, I'm not aware. So don't assume things. If there's something that I didn't mention, or you feel like, oh, but you can't be nice to her because she said that, then say it, because I don't know everything people are saying. I can only tell you what I saw and what was said to me. And that's the only reason why I was still, being nice to Blunt Girly, because I didn't see her say nothing bad about Exoticals United. So I'm not finna, go with that narrative just because me and her fell out. That's weird. I'm never going to do that. If you're here on my channel, like, I know they say you need haters to blow up, but y'all, no, like, ew, I'm sorry, but I can't. Like, I really don't even have this craving for fame. I'm a genuine introvert. I just want to be around the people that get it, and people who can put me onto stuff and teach me stuff that I didn't know. That was what attracted me to this space in the first place. So if it's not that, if it's not a constructive conversation, I don't really have nothing else to offer you. I'm sorry. If you want drama, if you want me to just hate another person, I'm not going to do it. This isn't that. There's plenty of other exotical channels where all they do is, talk about negative things and talk shit about people. You're not going to get that here. Sorry. Thank you.